Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of September 5th through the 11th of 2022. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, and a special thanks to those of you who have subscribed and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Libra. Let's see what's in store for you this week. And you start out with the Hermit. That's okay. Taking time out, stepping back, going a little solo here for yourself. A little bit of rest and relaxation. Just trying to, not have to deal with anything, which is always a nice way to start the week sometimes. And the Seven of Rods. So making a decision. I mean, things are going to turn out all right, but you're still feeling a little bit heavy-hearted that, it had to go this way in the first place. Maybe somebody's, been talking about you, or you've, not getting the accolades that are rightfully yours. Maybe somebody's torn away and taken away your little parade here, which isn't nice. You've had to defend yourself in some circumstances. And the Five of Pentacles. So feeling like nobody's listening, nobody appreciates you, nobody understands you. In some cases, for some of you, maybe there's been offers and you're just, feeling such a loss and stuff in your life that you're not really hearing what people are saying. It struck a little bit of bad luck here. Some sort of financial loss, or maybe even an illness for yourself or somebody that is very close to you. Maybe you're over-analyzing something too much. You're reading too much into something that has happened to you, and it's making you very uncomfortable, so you're thinking of leaving the circumstances. And the Four of Cups. So most definitely you're feeling bored, jaded, that sort of thing. Not jaded as much as bored. I mean, you have a lot. There's a lot still being offered to you. You're not quite sure which way to go. You're wondering if, is this the final outcome of all my efforts? Is this all there's going to be in the future? Is there going to be more? Is there not? That sort of thing. And I mean, it's a hard decision to make in our lives, isn't it? Sometimes when we have, we get bored with the circumstances what we're in, but we have to keep going forward because, well, we have bills to pay and things to do. For others of you, this could be you overindulging in stuff, not taking care of yourself. And the Chariot. So you're going to make a decision. You're going to, you're realizing that, I have to pick a path here and stick to it. And you're not going to get, swayed off the path at all. You're just going to go straight forward, head at it for all it's worth. For others of you, this could be a trip you're thinking of taking. Just, one of those little quick, unexpected getaways. Jump in the car, that sort of thing. Make sure you check your oil before you go. For others, could be reaching for that brass ring in a circumstances or a job or even in a relationship sometimes. Something that, speaks to you, some sort of victory. And the Queen of Cups. So, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now, this could be a friend, somebody that you're, your other half for some of you as well. Something in your life is becoming more real. You're very romantic. Listen to your intuition a little bit this week. It's going to have a lot of good advice for you. Sometimes that's what we need to do, is listen to ourselves a little bit more. You know, you're a very devoted person. You're devoted to your friends and your family. And are they devoted to you? And the Eight of Swords. So feeling trapped, tied, bound. That sort of circumstances this week for yourself. You're not quite sure which way to make a decision. It's hard sometimes to take off those blindfolds and face things straight on to, you know, step forward in our lives. You know, you might feel like you're trapped in the circumstances that you're in and wondering, you know, how do I get out of this? How do I make this better? For yourself. Always for yourself. Make sure it's better for you. And the Page of Pentacles. So an invitation coming in. You know, opportunities knocking on the door. It's your chance to step forward into your future and close that one that you're not happy with anymore, the door behind you. And the Hangman. So most definitely taking a time out this week for yourself. Taking a step back, looking at all your circumstances, you know, going over different things in your head, different sentences people have said or did, you know, just stepping back, relaxing, and mulling things over in your head a little bit more, trying to get that clarity. We all do that. So that when you make a decision going forward, it'll be a best one for you. And the Strength card. So most definitely having to, you know, pull out some resources for yourself, out of yourself, like, you know, a little more strength so that you don't, you know, let other people make you unhappy and that sort of thing. You know, others of you, it's that you have to control what you say a little bit more. You know, don't be so willing to give your power away to others, that sort of thing. You know, you're very good at giving advice to others, but sometimes we need to take our own advice because we realize what we're saying and doing. It's whether we own it or not in the end. And the Eight of Pentacles. So diligently, you know, head down, working away. You're very, very good at what you do. The career or even at home, you know. Taking care of a home is quite the career. So, you know, and for others of you, maybe you're thinking of taking some upgrading in courses that you enjoy, or just taking reading because you're very good at that. You like to do that. That's one of your qualities. And the Page of Cups. So unexpected news coming in, but you're quite happy to receive it. You know, it's a little bit of a thrill, like, oh, that was a happily unexpected sort of one. You know, and this could be a friendship or, you know, relatives, that sort of thing. Maybe somebody's coming for a visit that you haven't seen for a while, or you're going to hear from them. Or in some cases, and for others, it's going to be, you know, maybe a birth of a new child in the family, you know, coming in as well, or new romance for others. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, so keeping to yourself. You know, not letting everybody know your business. That's a good idea for all of us sometimes. Because that way they can't, you know, have an opinion. You know, don't air your dirty laundry that people can, you know, have an attitude about it. Cut yourself some slack. You haven't done anything really bad. So you're doing all right this week. You're having your ups and downs, as the rest of the world is. You know, you're trying to tame your attitudes and your wording, and, you know, keep motoring along through life. But, you know, this unexpected surprise is going to make you quite happy. And the Queen of Pentacles, so an earth sign. You know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're very orientated towards work, finances, practical matters. Maybe you're talking to them, or maybe this is a friend of yours or your other half. You know, you just like something in their life very tangible. They're not afraid to work to get it. So maybe you're talking to them about maybe making some investments together. And the King of Pentacles. Wow. So there you go. Again, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Like I said, you know, they're very practical. They're very good at investments. They like to, you know, put stuff away so that they have something in the future. That sort of thing. Maybe these are, you know, people that you know that are giving you good advice. And the Two of Swords. So there you are. You know, sitting there. A lot of decisions to make this week for yourself. Not sure which way to go. Trying not to rock the boat or get yourself in trouble. So you don't really want to take the blindfolds off. In some cases, you don't want to face all these decisions, but you know that you're going to have to in order to keep going forward in the right road for yourself. And you'll make it. You'll do all right, Libra. It's, you know, sometimes it's a little tougher than others, but overall this week is quite good. You're going to take a long deserved time out for yourself, just so that you don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to answer the phone. And you're just going to motor along going forward. All right. And yes, I'm shuffling the Angel Oracle cards. And I'm going to pick one for you. All right. Now is the time to learn. Study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will be symbolically your knowledge into action. So you'll be synthesizing your knowledge into action. So moving forward. So maybe, like I said, you're taking a course of study, and to make your future what you want it to be. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. And thank you again. And I will talk to you next week. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and bye for now.